So, the first trailer of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter was just released. And after watching it, I have to say, oh my god, I need to see this movie as soon as freaking possible. For those of you who have also seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. This movie looks incredibly awesome. For those who haven't seen the trailer yet, here's a clip. Oh, what's that? We can't legally show a clip on here? Damn. Alright, well there'll be a link down in the description below where you can watch the trailer then. So after this video, watch that. And of course with this new trailer being released, some people are like, I don't remember this being in the book. That wasn't in the book either. And you guys can quiet your minds a little bit because the person who wrote the book, Seth Grahame-Smith, also wrote the screenplay. So he left certain parts out for a reason. It was his choice. Now I, like so many other people, have high hopes for this movie because this movie is based on one of the coolest books I have ever read, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I mean, just look at the cover, it just looks cool. And of course look at the back, it looks even cooler. But this is one of the coolest books I've ever read. And so, if this is anything like the book, then I know this movie will be super awesome. And this whole cool book being turned into cool movie, it's kind of reminiscent, for me at least, that my favorite book, Fat Kid Rules the World, is finally being turned into a movie. Now this book is about this kid Troy, who's overweight, he's kind of suicidal, and he's just not a happy kid. Then he meets this rock legend from his school, and they end up becoming friends, they get in a band together, and Troy's supposed to be the drummer, but he doesn't know how to play the drums, so he has to overcome that. And overall, this is just a fantastic book. It's absolutely my favorite book, because I can relate to it a lot. I mean, I always see the Troy character when I read this as myself. Because I'm a fat drummer as well, and I wasn't Mr. Popularity back in high school like Troy wasn't. And so I found out last week that they're finally making a movie of this. And it's going to be directed by Matthew Lillard. If you know him, he's from SLC Punk, Scream, and sadly the first two Scooby-Doo movies. I mean, I love the guy, but seriously, he's a trained actor. What's he doing having a farting contest with an imaginary dog? And although I always see myself as Troy when I read the book, the kid that was in Terry, if you guys have seen that, he's playing Troy, and I've seen stills of him as Troy, and I have to say, this kid's perfect. They could not have found anyone else better. See, this is a fantastic read. I highly recommend you guys, if you can find a copy of this, get your hands on it, read it, and then read it again, because I've read this book maybe 4 times already since I've had it, and it's the only book that, on purpose, I have 2 copies of. So you guys should seriously read this book. As well as this book, because this book is awesome too. So I'm going to leave links down in the description below for you guys, so you can like both of these films' respective fan pages. So you can be caught up on all the awesomeness as it develops for these films. So yeah, reading rules!